Welcome back. And still you are watching the press review with our guest, Dr. Walaa Wasfy, Professor of Political Marketing. And still we are taking a look at the main headlines of our Egyptian dailies. And right now moving on to Al-Akhbar Daily. Thousands of Egyptians gathered in the Tahrir Square on Thursday to celebrate the inauguration of the new Suez Canal, carrying flags and singing national songs. As Thursday was declared a public holiday, Cairo and other cities actually were decked out in bunting with fairy lights from the Nile River bridges and banners proclaiming from Egypt to the whole world. Meanwhile, tents for the festivities in Ismailia were erected on the east bank of the canal. From Egypt to the whole world, or Egypt's gift to the whole world. And by the way, this was the title of the Economist, and this is something very, very important. Talking back to the international media, if we just take a look at the New York Times, the Economist, Forbes, many of these well-known international media or press, they wrote about Egypt in a very positive way, and they were forced actually, because they were writing the reality. This is something important, and yesterday actually I was very lucky because I was in the street and I saw how people were very happy, and I wish to stand to talk to them how to keep the spirit.
They need to be happy.
This is the role of political marketing.
Yes, they need to be happy, and they are searching for happiness. Anything. Yes, up till maybe 11 p.m. Yesterday, they are at streets celebrating, singing, holding the flags, doing a lot of things. Extremely happy. You know, they are searching for happiness in order to be happy and to be proud by Egypt. That's why, but there are others, let's say that there are other groups that are attacking that attitude. But just I would like to tell the other groups, and we know them, and they are very highlighted on social media. Just be happy by Egypt, not by persons. Even if you are not with the persons, be happy for Egypt. At least this is a great achievement in a short period of time.
But it's not only about a person. If they want to say that this is for the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, let me say that this project is totally by Egyptians,
yes,
funded by Egyptians,
yes. The workers.
People working over there, Egyptians, the youth are Egyptians,
yes.
Planning, engineers working, the Egyptian armed forces, all those who have been working over there, all these are
except
Egyptians.
Some equipments that
equipments, but
yes,
who used also the equipment?
Egyptians. That's why we are, and the most important is the fund to do all that. It is made by Egyptians. So don't make fun of each other and don't criticize each other in order not to be divided anymore. The word that the President said yesterday, we are searching for unity to face all challenges.
It is unity that made this project.
Yes, unity at that project, and we are searching. If you are asking me about happiness and about the political marketing awareness to Egyptians, we, by yesterday, we are delivering how unity can affect Egypt in a good way to face all challenges. And the first challenge is the terrorism and the political situation that we are facing nowadays. So that unity is very important, not only between Muslims and Christians, but also among all parties. Let's talk about political parties, the parliament one or whatever. You must unite yesterday in order to support Egypt, not any trend or not any trend you are following. That's why I'm telling you it was great and a good celebration.
Right, and still we are taking a quick look at the main headlines of the Egyptian dailies, even from Al Jumhuriyah, for example. The headline was talking about the delegations who arrived here to attend the inauguration of the new Suez Canal. Guests of honor, we have, of course, the French President François Hollande, and also among the international figures who attended were the UK Defense Secretary, along with the British Ambassador to Egypt, as well as Italian Defense Minister, Russian Prime Minister, and Greek Prime Minister. The attendees and people who were keen to be part of the ceremony also is another message, and this is another important part.
Yes, and in addition to what?
In addition, of course, to the Arab leaders, of course, we must not forget we have the Yemeni President Abdurrabbu Mansour, King Abdullah of Jordan, and the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. many people actually, Omar al-Bashir, the Sudanese president, all these are, it is a message, Mohammed bin Zayed al-Nahyan, this can send a message to the whole world again.
It is really, this message was sent yesterday to all over the world that there is a political stability nowadays in Egypt. In addition to what you said about the international media that highlighted what happened at Egypt yesterday, the most important and the first step was the banners at streets in Dubai and in
and
New
in the
York.
Times Square.
Yes,
In
yes.
the Times Square, just imagine how much you will pay just to use the screen over there.
And it's a huge one.
Yes.
So in order to do that huge one, it means that you do believe before writing the headlines about Egypt. So they started by the banners at the street and how the people were responding to those banners and taking photo with it. This is a kind of a political marketing and a kind of using tool, one tool of the media tools. And then we came to the channels and TV and newspaper. And the participation of those presidents all over from east to west, it means that they are supporting Egypt in each and everything, and they are also not supporting the project of Suez Canal, but they are supporting Egypt in facing all terrorism that facing.
I believe that this mega project must motivate all of us, and this is going to be our self-motivation, the starting point. Dr. Walaa Wasfy, Professor of Political Marketing, always a pleasure having you with us, and we need to work very hard on the political marketing during this period of time.
Thank you very much.
And right now, moving on to a quick break, and we'll be back to resume the breakfast show.